On Chick Smooth. My man Chick Smooth is in here. Chicks, I want to be on Chick Smooth shit tomorrow.
Need for a back and forth. I
Well, the
think we
back, well, he did it before, okay? When I did the press conference downtown, okay?
okay.
He came at me before. Oh, she know what type. She knew her son was out there a killer. She knew a motherfucker can't tell me shit about my kids. All them kids used to be in my motherfucking house, so
Yeah.
I know exactly what my kids was doing. I don't give a fuck what he rapped
Gotcha.
about. Okay, he
Gotcha.
was nothing like the way he got killed. Motherfuckers feared my son so bad they had to kill him.
Now
I'm
watch
fear.
this. Listen, Mama Duck. You know, from these streets, right? When somebody fear an individual on some street shit, it's because it's probably some acts or some things that may have went on his side to where he was the victor. You know what I'm saying? Where
And
he
I
was the winner, right?
understand all that.
So and like I don't know how old you are. I'm
I'm
like 34 years.
47. I'm
Okay, so we look,
47.
we from the same era, so I can give it to you, right? You know, we reap what we sow. You live by it. It's a good chance you're gonna die by it, right? Whether it's
So
yours,
so
whether it's
so you
mine.
saying that so them the 7-year-old girl who got shot up in the car because of what her father, she didn't
No, no,
live
no,
by
no,
no
no, no,
sword,
no, no,
but she
no. Listen.
died bad.
No, listen.
That's
What I'm
what.
telling you is, right, a lot of the shit we do is ignorance, and a lot of us figure out sometime in our life, if we live long enough or live through it, to stop doing it, right? But what I'm saying to you, right, because my mother was like you at one time, I got one that's gone, right? And, you know, at the end of the day, um, we tend to champion or cheer, salute, or really have no feelings like when we hear, you know, such and such just got into it. What happened? If this, and what happened? Oh, that nigga, okay, well, my son cool. All right, well, okay, fuck that nigga, right? This really be our attitudes, right? In this ignorance, because I've practiced it too, right? Um, but it comes a time, just like, you know, sometime it ain't gonna go our way. And we not saying that we champion, because I don't think nobody in the room had anything personal against your son. I think they was probably slightly fans of him and his music, and followed his rap career. But you know, when it's keeping it real, the only thing I believe Hassan was saying is, hey, listen, if you live in that type of lifestyle, you know what I'm saying? It's a risk in that. And it may come a time, or it may come a day to where it don't go your way. Right?
Can,
And we
can
ain't
I
saying that
say?
he
Can I
deserved it.
say living a lifestyle or keeping up with an image that people think about you?
Well, I mean, I'm just going on you saying that they feared your son, and I know what come
Of
with that.
course, he been blackballed since the beginning. He
Right,
bullied
right.
his way. We know how this shit go.
Yeah,
We
that's
know
what
how
I'm
this
saying.
industry
And I
shit
don't
go.
want you to take it like anybody saying we're glad
No,
that
whatever.
happened to
Look,
him.
see one thing about me, I take corrective criticism, and if you right, you fucking right.
Okay,
Okay, if you right, you right. That
okay,
young man didn't know me from a can of paint. Yes, I was wrong in engaging with him, knowing that him and my son had verbal altercation.
okay.
Okay, me and my son talked about that shit. We cried about that shit. We got over it. It was moving on to the next.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So when you sit up there and you try to do everything in your power, see, because the motherfuckers knew that Rap a Lot was finna get him. It was over with once Rap a Lot got him. It
Mm-hmm.
was over with.
Mm-hmm.
It was over with. There's nothing can stop him. Once he got with the right people, he was fucking up with some fucked up ass people who he trusted, and shit
Mm-hmm.
ain't go right. He learned his lesson in that. He was trying to change the narrative.
Got you.
He was trying to change it because what he thinking now, fuck all this beef shit. Let's put these talents together and get this money and show people how Chicago can get out. Because, like I say, Tuka never did nothing to no motherfucking body. He had a whole
Yeah.
fucking weed strand in a dispensary. He
Yeah.
was 15 years old. Never did nothing to nobody.
Well, Mama Duck, is it true to say that the fear that some man had of your son in the street came from him doing some things at one point in time in his life?
Let me tell you something. Okay, when I moved over there in 2000, we from the Ida B. Wells, okay?
Mm-hmm.
39th and Vincennes from Vincennes State. Look it up. I don't know if you heard about this in 2000 and I mean in 1994, the little boy Eric Morris, he
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
dropped from the building
Yep.
that I lived in. I got duck on my hip and I'm pregnant with another baby.
Uh-huh.
Okay. And I seen this baby lifeless body get put. I was around. Okay. That's where I'm from.
Gotcha.
That era,
So you
the
understand
90s.
it then. You understand it.
So when we moved on 63rd, like Britt stayed on 39th. You know what I'm saying? Britt stayed on 39 with his homies. Duck was a loner. He never came outside. When he was a kid, he used to ride on the back of my granny
Gotcha.
wheelchair. Like he was homebound, right? I lost my son, Antonio. He was 13 or 14 years old.
Gotcha.
Okay. And I'm going to share this with you that I've never shared with nobody. Duck,
Gotcha. Take your
like,
time
cause
with it.
my nephew accidentally rolled over. He was 12 at the time. Accidentally rolled over on my baby while they were asleep. Okay. And Duck, they found me in a fucking hotel. My baby was dead 4 fucking hours before I even knew. See, people don't know my life.
Yeah.
I'm a recovering drug addict. I've
Yeah,
been
I hear
clean
it. I
14
understand that. My father
fucking
was one
years.
too, so I get it. My father was one too for like 25
So
years. So
I've been there. I've done that. I experienced all that, and God
gotcha.
spared me. You know what I'm saying? Here, I had 5 kids by the time I was 22 years old. I'm not blaming nobody for my motherfucking mistakes. Everything Doug did as an adult, he did as an adult. It had nothing to do with me. But don't think I wasn't in my son's ear about the music he dropped,
Mm-hmm.
about I he a lot of that shit he rapped about. He got it from me. He a
Gotcha.
man before my mama said I'm a man before I'm anything. He listened to me. Okay. Daddy been locked up 27 years of his life. We was 17 years old, wrongly
Gotcha.
convicted.
So his father's incarcerated.
For his whole fucking life. And the
Gotcha.
man finally got freed. And a week after they killed my son, they freed his fucking father.
Mama Duck, and Wack.
Gotcha.
Give me 1 second. We want to reset the room. Everyone, welcome to Dummy Boy Nation. Hit the greenhouse at the top. Follow the club. We have Mama Duck in the building. We have Whack 100. We've got Will. We got our sleepless family in the house, and a few other friends.
And Hassan
Again,
Campbell.
follow the club.
What
And
Hassan
Hassan
Campbell.
Campbell. I am so
And
sorry,
listen,
Hassan. We forgot about you.
and
Yo,
listen,
High,
I do
salute.
want this to happen. And let me, Mama Duck, let me have a quick conversation with my brother Hassan. Hassan, check us out, right? Um, you by any means said nothing wrong. You addressed what you said was facts, and she, as a woman, right? She didn't have to, being in her current state situation she dealing with. She admitted that she crossed the line with that, right? I feel
That
like
I
with this,
text
what?
him. Don't
Yeah,
get
hold.
it twisted. That
Well,
I text him. I never had sex
All
with
right, but
nobody.
hold up. Let
hold on,
Wack
Make
hold on
sure
finish
one
you
second.
first.
state that
Let
too.
him get the sentences out.
Listen,
Wack,
listen,
finish what you were saying.
Hassan, listen, right? She texted him. She did engage in conversation. She sent him photos that she said, even though it wasn't her, that her and her son agreed she shouldn't have said. We know the rules to this shit, right? For whatever reason, as a woman, as an adult, she did that, right? And she copped to that, right? What I would say, Hassan, is like, the shit you laid on the table was valid, but I would say man to man, right? As a parent yourself and a grandfather you say you are, I think maybe this probably should be the last time that you address it because you addressed it, you put it out on the table, and she got other things that she got to deal with mentally with probably her grandchildren and just the demise of her son. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if you got it in your heart to maybe want to tell her, hey, listen, I want to address that. I said what I said. It's been spoke on. It don't need to be an argument, but maybe we could put some type of closure to that. If anything, just to respect to a mother, and we all got one. You know what I'm saying? That I don't know, Hassan. That's just me. I don't know. turn it over to you.
Can I say something?
Yeah,
Can
he
I
right
say
there. I'm gonna let
something?
y'all have that conversation. And I don't think it need
Okay.
to be a back
When
and
he
forth.
did the shit the first time when I did the press conference, right?
Uh-huh.
He got on the internet and said some foul shit about me, not knowing me. Okay, I know that's his job. He chasing me.
Uh-huh.
That's how he get his check. But
Uh-huh.
baby, get some facts. You can get more honey. You get more bees with honey than salt, baby. Okay, that's all I'ma say.
I think Mama Duck,
This
you gave us all the facts that we
This
need to
man
know,
got on y'all platform and
right?
said he would have whacked me if I let all five of his fuck him saying about me fucking that boy because it never happened. The blankly disrespect that this man fucking mouth. If I was his baby mama and all five of his kids was dead when he got out of jail, he would have killed the bitch.
That's how the hood goes. You gotta understand that. That's how the hood goes.
Hang on.
Is this our son?
No, it's not her song. I'm just
No,
saying
that's
this is
not
the
our
hood.
sign. I don't know. Hey, listen, let's give our
That
sign.
ain't
Listen,
how no hood I'm
Hold on.
around go.
Hang
That
on.
ain't
Wait a
not
minute.
no hood where I was brought
Hey,
up
Hold
at
on,
hey,
though.
Mama Duck.
everybody in
please.
the room, right? Listen,
Hold
I
on.
know how we play this shit, but listen, everybody in the room, I want you to do one thing when you respond, right? I want you to picture that being your mother in that box,
Yeah,
right? And you
we're
not,
all cordial and
yeah, and
respectful
you
here,
not
Wack.
being here to defend her, right?
Nah, we're not here to
Of
Yeah,
disrespect
course.
everybody.
no
I'm
no
just
mother.
putting that out there, right?
I'm
No,
glad
no,
you
no. We
said
already
that.
had
Cause
that
I
Hold
was
it.
meeting.
Hey,
We
Of
Wack,
course,
hey,
already
Wack.
Wack.
Hold on.
Anybody,
One
Of
anybody
word.
course.
that's gonna come in here disrespectful, you going down. Respectfully.
yeah.
Got you. So let,
Remember,
let,
this
let,
is
let, let her and
Sit
Hassan
down, have a
have a
conversation.
moment if
okay.
that's what he want to do. I don't know.
Hello?
Yeah,
Yo,
go
there
ahead.
you
Yeah,
go.
it's a
Okay,
lot.
okay. I was on mute. Can y'all hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right. Now, let me say this, right? The conversation that we started yesterday is based off of me being the father of FBG Duck, right? My feelings. Everybody is entitled to their feelings. And my feelings, me seeing a situation based off of the internet, right? The internet is very, very messy. Very messy. It's disturbing. Everything that's involved around FBG Duck, even what the sister said tonight, is disturbing, right? Me coming as a father, as FBG Duck father, I didn't mean no disrespect to the sister when I said what I said, but at the same time, me being this child father and seeing the way my child was raised, right? I said I would want to kill her. Of course, I don't want nothing to happen to the sister. But at the same time, my emotions, my feelings as a father, seeing my child dead, this is how I would feel. I posted a video up already on this topic, talking about taking accountability, right? As parents, as people in the hood, as parents, when do you start taking accountability of on how we raise our children, where we raise our children at? I just listen to the sister say how she was in a hotel and she didn't know her child was dead for 4 hours. Where is the accountability? You see what I'm saying? I'm not punishing the sister. I'm saying we have to learn from our mistakes. If you can't look yourself in the mirror and say, this is where I fucked up, you're going to continuously keep on fucking up. And this is why I'm saying this is where she ended up losing 5 children because there was no accountability. I don't say that with hate, I say it with love. The problem is in the black community, once you tell somebody that they shit stink, they don't like you. I'm not trying to sugarcoat shit because there's too many deaths going on. When I listen to that song, Dead Bitch by FBG Duck, right? Me being a father or me being somebody that just understands enough, Duck said in that song, by the age of 12, he knew he was a demon. At the age of 12, I was playing with G.I. Joes and Transformers. So me sitting back and being the father that I am, and wise enough to know, having the intellect to know, there's no way in hell that a child should be raised in a home at 12 years old where he feel like he's a demon. So that means from 1 years old, 2 years old, 3 years old, all the way up 10, 11, 12, he done went through the worst shit that you could ever go through in the home of a black woman. No disrespect to the sister. In a community of black people being raised by a black woman. without a father who was locked up for 27 years. And meanwhile, me being in the hood, and this is why I keep dissing the gang members and the drug dealers, somebody was selling this sister crack. So mentally, she couldn't even be the mother that she was supposed to. I grew up with a praying mother that made some of the same mistakes, but she raised me to be a prayer warrior to put balance. Once you invoke the devil in your life, there is no heaven for you. So when I sit back and I say what I say it out of love. It wasn't towards disrespect for the sister. You got to take accountability in the community. And the reality of it is, Duck is everything that he was raised to be. He was shaped and molded in hell, so he became a demon at 12. And then when she unleashed him outside, how she said, everybody feared him. They feared my son. Then he comes out with a song invoking death and making fun of the dead, right? Disrespecting T Roy. He put that song out. And even though I heard videos where he talked about trying to come together, it was too late. He lit the wick on the dynamite. And all these people that's acting like they love Duck now should have stopped that shit before it got that far. And I don't even understand the hate that I'm getting when the dude that killed Duck Mowop was still out in Chicago up until now with a pair of sneakers on with a duck on it, disrespecting the dead. I speak out against all of this. No disrespect to the sister. But at the end of the day, until black parents are held accountable for the way we neglect our kids, mistreat our kids, you're gonna tell me that I'm being disrespectful when I had to actually listen to a sister say that after having 10 kids, 5 of those kids was subtracted by this earth, and I can't tell a sister she got to be accountable for this. On top of the fact that, no disrespect to the sister, but I don't see King Von Mother all over the internet the way she is. It is embarrassing. I don't see her disrespecting Moab. She said she forgave him, but made fun of me being molested because I said she needs to take accountability for what her son went through on the street. Please explain that to me. How did I become the enemy when I actually got love for Duck? I mean, no disrespect to that sister. She got to look herself in the mirror and take herself back to the age of 12 when that boy said he became a demon and then ask how he get to that mentality. When Ducks is going across the street and Swans is going across the street and they see danger, they move to the other side. When you know there's danger in the hood for your children, you move them out of there. We don't leave them in that.
Hassan, let me ask you a question though, bro. We all know that within our communities, right, it's a lot that goes on and handicaps us as a people. You know, you probably a better person today after seeing what your parents may have, where they might have fell short at, right? So she admits that, you know, she was a drug addict. My father was a drug addict. It's a lot of things I wish I could have did if I had a father around, but I didn't. You know, we all got our shortcomings, right? Um, my question to you is this, right? And you don't mind me asking because you open up the door to it, right? And because I really don't know your story, I know bits and pieces, but I never looked into it, right? Um, when you was violated, was you an adolescent? Was you a teenager? Well, how old was you? You don't
I
mind me
was 12,
asking.
I was 12 years old, and I came from
Oh,
a home. Mind you, Africa Bambaataa wasn't the first person to molest me. I was being molested damn near when I was 4 or 5 years old by different, multiple people. So
okay,
I
now
was
let
just
me ask you a
broken in.
question, right? Listen, so where was your parents at when this was going on?
My father was a junkie, and my
Okay,
mother, my mother needs to take accountability. May she rest in peace. She needs to take accountability for the things that she allowed me to go through. This is
okay. So
why
listen, Hassan, listen. So I say that to say this, right? Then the same things that her son may have fell short of because she wasn't there as a parent, right? It's true to say that you fell short of because your parents they wasn't there to do what they were supposed to do, right? Now I understand your anger now because in your mind you are Duck and Duck is you. I get it, right? because you feel like, yo, as a kid, my parents wasn't there. They feel short, and these things happen to me. So you pretty much saying, you as a parent, you wasn't there for your child. So it's no need to act like you don't know what's going on or what happened to your child, right? But you point a finger, three more coming back at you. So I understand your frustrations because it's a little touchy for you because you're seeing it different. You seeing your story just written in a different way. Am I kind of right?
Oh, absolutely.
All right. So what I'm saying is now that we understand that, right, and we know that, right, um, I think personally we should go ahead on and put closure because there's no telling what else she got to deal with, right, with whoever else. But when it comes to you as an individual, I think as a man and understanding that she still mentally got to go through what she got to go through, I think, nephew, maybe you should go ahead on and put closure to the conversation because you didn't touch every point that you've been right to touch. And now we understand why you touched it to where she don't, maybe you could be one less individual she got to worry about mentally dealing with it while she deals with her mourning the loss of her child. Because even no matter what the fuck she did or he did, it's still a loss of her child. You understand what I'm saying? Period. And you did as a blogger and doing your shit on YouTube. I'm not pointing the finger at you did nothing wrong, but I will say it's no need to keep dragging the situation. Just my personal opinion. So she on the floor. I don't know what approach you want to take with that. The piece you said nothing wrong. And I'm gonna go ahead on and mute up and let you go in whatever direction you feel you want to go with.
Hold on. Before
Something
you
real
do that,
fast. I want to reset the room real quick before she get into it. If you're new to the room, welcome to Dummy Boy Nation, official 6ix9ine number one fan page. Follow all the moderators. We have Wack 100 in the building, Hassan Campbell, and FBG Duck Mother. Right now, if you was in the room yesterday, Hassan had addressed the situation about FBG Duck Mother. So now they're in the room trying to come to a conclusion what's going on. If you're not a member, please follow the club room right now. We will be taking raising hands now. So let's get the discussion.
Hey, sister, I'm here.
Still with us?
Hello.
Because her phone she said her phone
Hello.
had been
I,
dying. Is she
I'm
still
her
with us?
sister.
How you
I'm
doing,
Daddy
sis?
Weekly. How y'all doing? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I
yes,
don't know if
ma'am.
you was here,
Yes, ma'am.
but your sister kind of spoke her piece and she came clean about some of the things that she did that she knows she
Mm-hmm.
shouldn't have did. And
Mm-hmm.
the young man came in here that she been doing kind of the back and forth with. Well, she was just, he got a job to do as far as blogging and YouTube,
Understood.
and that's who you just heard speaking. And
Yeah.
nobody's here to
Hassan
attack her
Campbell.
because we understand that y'all got y'all mourning and y'all got to
Oh, yeah.
put him to
I
rest,
would
right?
very much
I was
gladly
just
to
hoping,
like to speak for my family and my
yeah, I
sister.
was just hoping to put some closure to it when it came to him and her, as far as what's going on. That's what you've been here.
Absolutely.
You know what
Yes.
I mean? So I don't know if you want to step in her place